What's up, YouTube? Bobbles and Ball Cards back with another video, and tonight I have a guest, and he's live in person, not live streaming, live in the flesh. James Gillem is back. Chantilly show weekend. James always comes down, stays with us, hangs out. We didn't get to go in October. So it's been, since July of last year since we got to go. So it's been a long time coming. Glad to see him again. Picked up all of his cards and everything he had with us. And the show, what was your thoughts on the show?
Busy. Busy
You've
with
been,
vendors and people.
So you've been to the show now with us, this was your fourth or fifth time?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this one compared to the others?
Much bigger, better, more vendors, more people.
So I'm sure y'all will see, other content creators, videos posted. I personally, I'm gonna try to piece in a very small section that I recorded. I was having too much fun. I apologize, guys. I was having too much fun looking at the cards, doing the vlog thing with walking around with the camera. It was different for me, but I did, take a couple minutes worth of footage and stuff, and I'll try to piece that in a little bit or something if I can figure it out. No promises. I'll try, but did run into other content creators. Card Collector 2 was there. Baseball Collector Investor Dealer was there. Roth Cards was there. Fornos was there. Santiago Sports was there. I talked to Brad from Santiago Sports about SGC submitting and everything. Good, nice guy. We talked about that. They just sent an order to SGC, so we discussed that a little bit. But the show overall, we've been going for several years now, and obviously the pandemic kind of changed the vibe and the amount of vendors they allowed at the show due to space limitations and everything. They had vendors spread out more, and not as many autograph guests. That sort of thing. Sorry, I can't talk. So it kind of, my best explanation was it was kind of watered down the past few shows.
Right. And
we had kept telling James how great Chantilly was. I had been on camera telling y'all how great the Chantilly show was. And it was still a good show, but it was kind of watered down because of what was going on. Today, it was back to, I'm going to say, full strength plus. Because from what it used to be to what it was today was even further beyond what I expected. Lots of dealers. The crowd was the largest crowd I've ever seen there. It was packed. And y'all will see some other content, I'm sure. But cards that, name a card you didn't see.
They had everything.
It literally...
Yeah, they had everything.
If you could think of it, now, down in the comments, I'm sure somebody's going to, name some Pop 1, something that they know is, locked away in a treasure trove or something. You get the drift. It pretty much had everything. There was your high-end mantles, your high-end Jordans. There was everything to a Bronco Nagurski PSA 8. It had a little bit of everything. So great show, good vibe.
And Friday was busy too.
Yeah, so we went yesterday, Friday. We were there about 2.5 hours just to kind of check it out. And it was a busy crowd for a Friday at Chantilly as well. And then today it was just, I've never seen that many people at the show. So a couple different things with that. Yeah, prices in the hobby aren't 2020 level. They're not February of 2021 level. Things have dove down. Things have kind of leveled out, made a bit more sense to an aspect. But there's no question that the hobby is well alive. Like, it's booming with people, it's booming with interest. There was lots of transactions going on. I personally, I've told y'all before, I like to basically use cardboard cash. I like to take cards, try to trade, sell, and use that to enjoy the shows, pick up stuff from my collection. I took this full box with me of slabs. Now, it was all stuff I was looking to get rid of. I had a few vintage football cards, not very many, like maybe eight or 10, something like that. And then I had some duplicate stuff of ultra modern stuff. It was like 2 Pokemon cards I had duplicates of, and then, just some other random stuff. This was honestly the first time at a show that I sold out every single card, whether traded or sold, that I brought with me. And that actually was like a surprise to me, because I always do well with selling or trading, but I've actually never sold out. I almost wish I had took a little bit more with me. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and we'll see how... Do you want to show them, or do you want me to show them?
You can show them.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and show what James picked up.
Mine was all cash, no trade.
Yeah, he didn't trade, sell, nothing. James did it his way. He bought all of this. So I'm going to go ahead and share his, and then I'll get into kind of what I did. And then if y'all enjoy the content, hit the thumbs up, subscribe. I mean, James is here. Y'all gotta like and subscribe and share, right? And then comment down below and let us know your thoughts. So, these are all what you picked up today, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to... I don't know if I'll be sitting here doing a 6-hour preview if I go through all of them.
No.
Do you know how many you got today?
No, but I only need 18.
Okay, so what these are is 1956 tops.
Set.
He's building the set. So he went through and went heavy. Shout out to Dave. He is a vintage dealer that is a very, very nice guy. Very fair on pricing. I know James got a bunch off of Dave.
And thanks to the missus too, because she helped me pick them out.
Yeah, the missus helped him. I mean, look at some of this. $2 on a card, can't beat that. But he got all of these 56 tops today. You said you're at 18?
I need 18 for the whole set.
Is that including the one I found?
Well, no, I need 17 because you gave me one.
Alright, so he's down to 17 left to complete the 1956 top set. So, huge knock off of that board.
There's got to be over 100 there.
Yeah, I mean, massive 2 stacks there. And then, if y'all don't know James, he is a Yankee fan. I some of the friends that I make, I can't judge them. Maybe that's why they become friends with me, so I can try to help them. But it seems like I make a lot of friends who are Yankees fans, so I guess I'm their support system. Since the Nationals have a ring, since, the last time. I don't even know if the Yankees know what World Series rings look like anymore.
Oh, boy.
But anyway, as a Yankee fan, he found a 1932 Sonella Type 2 Babe Ruth. If you are not familiar with these, they are from a butter company. Or margarine company, I guess you should say.
You can take it out of the sleeve.
Nah, I don't wanna. It should show up pretty well, because I always show the grade reveals in the sleeves.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, a nice. It got the one because a little bit on the back, but again,
yeah, it's stained from the butter, I think.
Yeah, something. It might be glue or something too, but Well, no, glue would have peeled off
Right.
the
It looks like
the
the stain
text,
from
but
the butter.
anyway, a nice Ruth. This is an affordable Ruth if you are wanting to own a playing days Ruth. The Sonella is a great option. It's not going to break your bank account, so added another Ruth to a Yankee fan collection. So, were you happy?
Yes, absolutely.
I think a Yankee fan leaving a card show with a Babe Ruth, that would be the answer 1,000 out of 100 times. Um, so anyway, I did not spend any money. I spent cardboard. Um, Everything I took, I did not care to bring back home with me. It was all stuff that if I didn't move it there, it would have been on eBay. Dealers, I had some dealers that were really trying to undercut me. Um, and the others were like really fair with offers, both ways. If they threw me an offer and I said, "Hey, could you do this?" It was give and take. I knew they needed room. They knew where I needed to be on stuff, and that's the way I love doing deals. When both sides leave happy. Um, so I'm gonna show what I got, and I'll try to remember how the deals came about or what I paid for each thing. But anyway, so the first card, uh, this is a National Treasures Colossal Rookie Patch Auto. What attracted me to this, first off, is Michael Taylor. Secondly, is the insane patch in the card. Um, Obviously, anyone that has followed the channel knows that I PC Michael Taylor. I do have some of these, but um, I did not have one. Well, it didn't matter if I didn't have one or if I already had one. This patch was just insane. So anytime I can find a Taylor, I'm going to grab it. This was marked at 80. The dealer gave me 50 on this. For most people, you're probably like, Bobbles, why'd you pay $50 for Michael Taylor? For a Michael Taylor collector, I'll take it at $50. I comboed that in with a Juan Soto Museum Collection Auto. Out of 25, this image is from the wild card game. Again, anyone that's followed the channel knows me and the missus was at the wild card game. We witnessed this moment. Topps has done several different cards with this image on it. And, one thing I will target with Soto autos is I tried to get the autos with that wild card game moment from Juan Soto. So I paired these together. I believe this was $250 and he gave me this at 50. He had it marked at 80. I wound up trading a first edition Bowman Aaron Rodgers. It was an SGC 8 and I tossed in $50 cash for these two. So I'll do that all day. Let's see. I should have started here. So on Friday, I picked up. This is a Hank Aaron reprint rookie. This isn't the national convention. I believe it's 91 national. This isn't that one. This actually does look like his rookie, front and back, but it's Hank Aaron Auto, Beckett authenticated. So I got this and a Joe DiMaggio. This is actually cut out of a magazine or newspaper. I'm not sure which. Have not figured that part out yet. But it is a cut DiMaggio Auto. It's what they consider it as. And it's PSA authenticated. So I traded for these two. And I also traded in the deal was a 2020 Transcendent out of 25 Acuna Auto. It was graded a PSA 10, which is extremely tough to get on those. And then I also got 225 cash in that deal. I gave up a clearly authentic blue Acuna Auto, which I did not care for because I could not even see the autograph. And to me, that was just unappealing on the card. And then my Kareem rookie. The Kareem, I bought that about a year and a half ago, I believe. There is many Kareems popping up. I don't know if people are digging them out and submitting them and now getting them back or what. There was quite a bit at the show. The price, as legendary as Kareem is, I don't know if it's maybe because he lost the number one score. I don't know what the deal is with that card, but it's declining and declining pretty rapidly. So I'm not really into the basketball market, the scene anymore. If I could use it to get some stuff I wanted, that's what I wanted to do. So I traded for the Hank, the DiMaggio, the Acuna, and 225 cash. So I don't have the Acuna to show you, and I'll show you why in a second. But that was a deal there. And obviously, I said 50 cash went here. So the Acuna, I actually brought that back to the show with me today, and I traded it for a 2018 update Acuna, which is Beckett authenticated, and the autograph is a 10. So I swapped out of a 2020 Transcendent, but I kept an Acuna auto. Sure, it's not pack pulled, but guess what? He signed so much stuff. Does it really matter? It's an Acuna auto, and it's the 18 update. So I still have an Acuna rookie auto, and then I also was able to get a 90 score supplemental Emmitt Smith rookie that is autoed, and the card is actually graded an 8 with a 10 auto, so actually a decent grade on a 90 score supplemental rookie for Emmitt, and then toss in the 10 auto. Emmitt was at the show today. The missus wanted to get a picture, but she refused to pay what Emmitt wanted to charge to get her picture taken. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get her an Emmitt auto. She didn't have one, so I traded the Transcendent Acuna for the Emmitt and another Acuna auto. So that deal worked out pretty well there. And then next card I bought is, this is 2014-15, I believe it is. 13-14, my bad. So 13-14 National Treasures. This is a triple game used auto. Triple mem is what they call it, but it's from National Treasures. Triple game used auto, Alex Ovechkin. I thought one thing odd with this card is it's not numbered. It's very unusual for me to see NT with no number on it. But it is from 13-14, so maybe they just, and this also, as you can see, was a Panini like redemption. So maybe on those they just did not serial number them, or maybe this was a replacement. I don't really know. But this was marked at 300. The guy gave it to me for 275. He said, hey, I got it priced at 300. I have wiggle room on it. I didn't even ask him. He tells me I have wiggle room. I said, okay, what's your price? It was a simple question. He said 275. I said, okay, sold. So 275 on the Ovechkin triple game used auto. Cool to add an Obi auto. And then also added, and I need to feature this run, but I did not have a 50 Bowman of Jackie. I had the 49 Bowman, and I had the 52 through 56 Tops Jackies. I did not have the 50 Bowman. This I could not pass up. I couldn't believe the guy gave it to me for what he did, and I didn't even haggle with him. It's a PSA 1. It is a newer cert. Take note of that. But the card itself is pretty dang clean for a 1. But I wasn't sure what the 50 Bowmans go. He told me his price. I just wanted to check to see if we were in the same ballpark, or was he high? Was he, where was he at? There was another one. Now keep in mind, eye appeal is the key in vintage. It does not matter about this crazy label up here. But there was another one that sold on March 27th, so just a couple days ago, that to me was in worse condition than this one, and it sold for $1,400. I was able to get this one for $11. No no haggling required. I thought that was extremely good price. Another note, I only seen 3 total 50 Bowman Jackie Robinsons, and one of the other 2 was way, way, way worse condition than this. So this was one I needed. Glad I was able to pick it up. And then I didn't spend everything I made. I also came home with a touch over $1,100 in cash. Well, it's in my PayPal account, or I would show you guys. But it's in PayPal. One of the dealers, when he paid me, he asked if he could do PayPal. So I went ahead that way. Overall, I'm extremely happy. You know.
Me too.
I like going and bargaining with people. You know, being able to pick up a stack of PC guys. You know, Jackie, Juan, Alex, Taylor. Adding a Hank auto was big for me. I've been wanting a Hank auto. DiMaggio, that card I didn't even, that autograph, I didn't even see at the dealer's table. He was going to offer me, I got $225 cash. He was going to give me $525 cash. And he showed me the DiMaggio, and I was like, you know what, that's cool. You don't see a whole lot of DiMaggio autos out there. So I said, sure, toss that in, and we'll do $225 instead. So I'm glad the guy even showed that to me, because I completely didn't even see it. And again, we were discussing, there's some things at the show you just don't see. Like, even though there was a lot there was some stuff you just don't see.
Right.
There was 2 cards. I didn't have a target list that I was going after, but there were 2 cards I was keeping my eyes out for. One was the 50 Bowman Jackie. The other was a 48 Bowman Stan Musial. I only spotted one. Now, I'm not saying there wasn't more than one. I'm not saying there wasn't more than 3 Jackies. There was so much stuff there. But I only seen one Musial, and that was a higher grade asking price of $20,000. So, obviously, I couldn't get that one. But yeah, we were discussing it after we got home. Shockingly enough, it's not just the vintage that you just didn't see. I only seen one First Bowman Soto auto at that show. And to me, that was surprising, because baseball season's firing up. We were just outside of DC, and that's not a rare card to say, and I only seen one at that show. So I don't know if people are now, since baseball's firing up, if they're going to sit on them and see how Soto starts out, or what the case is with that. But that was kind of surprising to me. But overall, a hell of a good time. Shout out to those of you that came up. JR, he came up and seen me. I seen
Chris.
Carl Nave. I shouldn't have even started naming names, because my brain is so fuzzy right now from a long day. I'm gonna miss people. Content creators was, I said baseball card collector, investor, dealer. Card collector 2 was there. Roth, Fornos, Santiago. Those guys. I met all of them. I'm trying to think of people that came up to me and talked to me. Shout out to AJ. He was a great vintage football dealer. He bought some stuff off me. Shout out to Dave. Dave's an awesome vintage dealer. But yeah, you got any other thoughts?
No, just tired.
Yeah, it
wore out.
Yeah, it was a long day. On your feet. Like, I think I sat down maybe 5 or 10 minutes the entire show. So definitely a long day. Concrete will kick your ass. I guess you call these shows national preparation, because that's going to be a fun one. After today, I'm feeling older than usual, and I'm going to make that national be fun no matter what. So,
right. We might have to rent a wheelchair and just
shoot, man. Yeah,
out.
I mean, we might have to get a scooter or something. But if anybody ever hits up the Chantilly show, please make sure you reach out. We tried to go every time it's here. Obviously, I said we didn't get to go in October. That was health issues related. James always makes it down. It's just a hell of a show. I can't recommend it enough. Whether you like new stuff, shiny stuff, vintage, like any of the 4 major sports, any of the like, there was Jesse Owens and soccer cards and F1, like Pokemon, Marvel. There was comics, there was tennis shoes, there was like everything at this show. So it's got something for everybody. The autograph signers, like if you were into that thing, man, it was
like the Dallas
loaded.
Cowboys.
It was a loaded list of autograph signers.
I think the whole Dallas team was there.
There was a lot of Dallas Cowboys there.
70s and 80s.
To current. I mean, Dak's there, CeeDee's there, Zeke was there.
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, there was a lot of autograph signers. It's just a great show. I can't recommend it enough. But also, don't ever, like, be afraid to hit me up if you're there, because I want to meet you guys. Don't ever think you're, like, bothering me or something. Michael from the group, he messaged me after we got home, and he was like, hey, I wound up coming. I should have told you I was there. And I would have loved to have met him. So, anytime if you guys are there, unless you just don't, want to talk, that's cool, too. But no, seriously, if you're ever there and you know that we're going to be there, please hit me up because I want to meet you guys. And anyway, that's all I got unless James has more.
No, that's it.
All right, guys. It's been a long day. We're going to kick it out. Thank you for watching. Hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And as always, we're going to close out with stay safe, stay healthy, and until the next video, we are out.
And we'll see you at the National.
We will see. Well, we got Chantilly before the Nationals.
Okay.
Again, we got June. So, thank you guys.